everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have something that's, I think, my first video of this on my channel. Yeah, it would be. So I'm going to be decorating my island a little bit with you all today. I'm thinking of doing kind of like my Able Sisters area. I might end up being a little bit like sporadic because I don't entirely have a plan, but we're going to try. So I have done quite a bit off camera. My inventory, you can see it's a little bit chaotic. But we have a flag that might change, but I have done a lot of things. So like I've got a huge white flower kind of situation going on right here, but you can see like I have terraformed quite a bit. So we finally got to 3 stars. So this pretty much like entire bottom left corner I've been working on. It looks kind of like really messy on my map right now because obviously my map isn't, completely done. So yeah, I don't know. You can see like I closed off that one top river cliff top pond, but I'll just quickly show you. So we have this kind of like waterfall area right here, and then there's another kind of one right here. You can see like a bit of my pathing, which is a little bit of a mess, so I apologize for that, but that's where Able Sisters is going to go. You come up here, we've got some more kind of like waterfalls, a diagonal bridge, which literally took me 2 days to figure out. And then if we come over here, there's gonna be like a little ramp kind of situation right here. We've got some kind of sunken waterfalls is kind of what I was going for here. And then that connects to like my actual main river, but I don't know if I'm gonna shut that off or not. This is gonna be, I think, where my house goes, but that's really about all that I've gotten done. So it hasn't been like super productive, but it's a lot more than what I typically do, so we're not doing terribly. But I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop in, and I'm just going to do a voiceover for the rest of this, so let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so we are jumping in to the fast forwarded bit here. So we kind of stood around for a bit while I tried to figure things out, which I forgot to cut out, so I apologize. We started off by hanging some vines because I want my island to be kind of like very natural, have some different like vine placements. And then I was testing to see if I wanted to place a bush down here or not. That took me a little bit longer than I would like to admit, but I have some white and pink azaleas. And then I tested out a different kind of like vine placement, hated it, so I went back to the one that I had originally, which was right here at this corner, and then we went ahead and placed down a bush. I'm on the February 28th, so everything's a bit more blue with my trees and everything, and honestly, I was running around looking for some white cosmos because I wanted to put one over here and I didn't want to go and have to buy any, so then I could go ahead and just see what it would look like and place it around to see what was going to look the best. And then we planted down another little white cosmo here so I could go ahead and adjust things. So I moved the bush placement up one because I felt like that looked the best. We placed down a couple other little vines and stuff over here. And I think I even ended up changing some of my terraforming up for over here as well because I didn't love the way that it looked. Because I was trying to have like a bush be visible, but you couldn't see it in that corner. So I went ahead and I think I changed some stuff up. Yeah, I closed this off, and then we put down one of the pink azalea bushes, because you can kind of see it, which was nice, and then some more like flowers and such, and I come running over here to grab my flowers quite a bit, so you'll see me kind of doing that. I didn't get as much done in this video as I had hoped, I will be completely honest with that. This was me trying to kind of figure out if I wanted to hang some more of the vines or if I wanted to hop into pathing, so I apologize for that. But hopefully this isn't too long of me just kind of awkwardly standing around. But yeah, I didn't get anywhere near as much of that done as I had hoped because the stuff that I was thinking I had to place down in this area, I eventually found out that I don't have. So I'm going to have to go ahead and grab those so that I can completely finish this area up. So we'll probably have a part 2 of me actually finishing Able Sisters. But this is the main path of my island. and I actually really like it. I have the MA code, the creator code. If anyone is interested, I'll probably pop it in the description. It's really like the main code that I have right now. I don't really care to have like anything else, because I feel like this is going to be probably the main path on my island. So this is me just kind of like going around trying to figure things out. This is my very first video like this, so I apologize if it's not like up to the absolute best quality, or if it's like hopefully not too jumpy, because for me right now it looks a little bit jumpy in editing. Like I sped it up too quick, but I also know that sometimes with like my Animal Crossing content, it ends up being okay once it's rendered and like it actually goes the way that it's meant to. So I think it should just be my like editing software kind of like having a freak out. I do end up going in to the custom design panel and looking for like a plain piece of dirt, which I don't think I had done at this current point. Maybe I did. But yeah, so I want a lot of this island to be like the natural grass. I'm thinking like the late March, early April kind of grass color, because it's one of my favorites and I've never done like a spring kind of island. And then you can see here I kind of jump around to do some other stuff for the cliff. I want to put a signpost at one spot here as well, and then we hopped over here to plant some more flowers on this kind of like little area because I felt like it looked a little bit like neglected. So this is me running around, I think, looking for cosmos again. No, this was me coming to buy cosmos is what I was doing. So, and this was me realizing I didn't have enough money, so we ran all the way back to Resident Services, grabbed some money so I could go ahead and buy the Cosmo bags for the white ones. Alright, so we're back over into that area now. So I'm thinking mainly white flowers for this area, so I went ahead and planted a couple of white cosmos over here maybe, and I don't think I did a bush. I felt like that would be too cluttered, so I kind of just stuck with flowers and weeds, I think. And then I was going to try and test something out for the water over here to kind of like round this out. But what I was thinking, I wasn't going to be able to make work, so that was a little bit unfortunate for me. So I think I just kind of left it there, and then we went ahead and jumped around a little bit more. I was trying to climb up to my next story level here so that I could add a little bit more depth to my cliffs, because I do want to have like a little bit of furniture up here, but I want most of it to be more so nature based. So we did a bush, we did some flowers, some vines, we just kind of cluttered things up a little bit. But I don't feel like it's like overly cluttered. I feel like it still looks good, and I'm probably gonna end up going back and changing some things up with it anyways. So, I don't know, I'm just kind of playing around. I don't hate how it looks, though, I will say that. I feel like I've done fairly well for my first, like, island of me actually trying to fully terraform and kind of, like, test out different things, because I want a lot of waterfalls for some reason. You'll see I get myself stuck here in a second. So that was fun because I was like, I want something on both sides here, but I made like this little kind of like circular cliff too small. I was going to say, I don't remember what I did here. Oh, I added a bush. That was what I did. And another white Cosmo. And then I think I decided that I wanted a tree over here. So I was trying to figure out like a good tree spot. And then I planted a bush to be near the tree. We did a few little vines and stuff over here as well. And then we ran around so that I could go and find a tree that was already like fully grown. That was hopefully not a pear tree. I dug up a lot of pear trees. I was hoping for just like normal hardwood trees. For whatever reason, I kept finding pear trees. Then I wasted more fruit. But yeah. So I wanted a tree that I could like actually see what it was going to look like without having to wait. So that was where that ended up going, and I felt like that was a pretty decent spot. We climbed up to try and add some more stuff on the tops of some of the cliffs, I think, or maybe I didn't. I thought I did. I think I actually ended up going back and doing that because I decided that I wanted another tree spot. Bones decided he was going to come and join us, and then I went running back to find another tree, shaking some fruit so that I had something to eat. And we went hunting for a tree, which I got pretty lucky on that time around. So I could just go ahead and run over here to plant the other tree wherever I decided I was putting it here. And honestly, I'm probably going to end up moving the bush. I feel like that's in a really weird spot. So this spot I want to block off so that you can't like walk back in there and you have to take the bridge. But I also wanted to add something over here. So I did a bush. I probably should have done some flowers on the outskirts there as well, but I didn't really think that one through. And then I came over here. I didn't mean to dig up the red hyacinth, but we came over here back to my little flower kind of area, and I just kind of grabbed whatever I could that I felt would look kind of cute in the area. I have a lot of flowers on my island right now. It's honestly a little bit ridiculous. And then I decided I wanted to put a white mum in the middle of this like area over here. So this took a little bit that I had to actually go in and like waterscape things to get back to how it was, which was interesting. How did I do this? I don't even remember at this point. But there we go. Okay, I went like that. And then I added some vines and such around here as well. We added another bush so that I could kind of block that area off that you can't get through. And this probably most of this area is going to be kind of cluttered with plants is what I'm thinking. So hopefully it all works out. Oh, did I switch things up? I thought pretty sure I put like a definite bush there. But, oh, I blocked off that area with the bush. I see. I don't know why I did that. But I'll probably go in and like fix that up. We planted some more flowers, surprise, surprise. And then I put a little tulip over here. This was me realizing I should have done some more things. And then I wanted to put a tree over here, but I know that's like literally not possible. I wish that it was. It would have looked so cute. But we planted some more little like flowers and everything. And then we went ahead and I pathed up here to the bridge as well. I couldn't figure out my placement. I had like an idea in my head, but it was in between tiles. So obviously that was not going to work out for me, that I just kind of rolled with what I had. And then I think I just kept this kind of like very small and simple, just kind of like a little dirt path. And maybe it did. It didn't fully connect with the incline though. It was just kind of like this little kind of circular area. I'm probably going to change that up so it's not so round and perfect. And this was me trying to figure out what I wanted to do here because I knew I was missing the things that I wanted. But I didn't think about grabbing them beforehand, so that kind of sucked for me. And then I came back over here to, once again, try and figure some things out. I was thinking about putting a bush right here, and I hated that. So I went ahead and we removed that from here. And then I decided I was going to go ahead and extend my path just to kind of come over towards the entrance a little bit more. And we played around with this for a little bit. This was me realizing like I wanted the normal dirt path, so we came in here and did that. But we just continued to kind of fool around with this pathing. I deleted that bit because I had an idea in mind that I was going to try and make work, and I feel like I kind of did. Not exactly at this point because I was trying to just kind of play around. And then I accidentally talked to CJ, so that was fun. But I was thinking of something kind of like a skinnier, kind of more narrow path over here. And so I was testing out this little like dirt path, and it wasn't entirely doing exactly what I wanted here. But I ended up connecting it, and it ended up looking quite cute. Because I didn't love like that one little random patch of dirt. And this is me wanting to go and get weeds. Because I realized I didn't have any and I wanted to decorate with them. So I came back and I was resourceful. And we went back to the pathing. Added some weeds everywhere. It was honestly just kind of like me placing down a lot of trees, flowers, vines, bushes. and like very minimal pathing and actual decor. But I feel like this is actually okay for me, that I can do a tester of how these videos are going to go, what they're going to look like, and me watching it back while I'm editing. I feel like it's going to be like a very big kind of like game changer, that I can kind of make it better for the next time around, which is nice. So I have ideas in my mind. I just have to kind of make them work. And then, I want everything to be kind of like very natural. I don't want everything to be white flowers though. I do really like the looks of them, especially with the path that I'm using. But it's going to look very kind of like, not necessarily bland, but I feel like white flowers are definitely kind of more cottagecore. So for right now, like this area is going to be a lot of white flowers, but the rest of my island probably won't be. There will probably be touches, but I do want to have like pops of color. So you'll see that I just go ahead and trying to figure things out. I don't know. I put a tree up here because I felt like that was a good spot, and I wanted a tree over here so bad, but I knew it was too skinny. And I'm going to have to go in and clutter this little area up over here as well, so that you kind of can't walk through it, because I don't really want it to be. So I'm probably going to use like some log stakes. Is that what they're called? Log stakes. And just like a lot of really good kind of clutter options. Bones was coming over to check things out again at some other points here. And then I think I added maybe even in another tree over here. I don't know. Okay, I added a tree in here because it was going to block off that incline, and I felt like that was going to look really ugly if I didn't, so that was that. And yeah, that was pretty much like about it. I do go in and I fix some things though, off camera, but like I feel like it's not too bad. There's some good depth. Everything looks a little bit better. But I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. I post videos typically 6 days a week right now. If you are already subscribed and want notifications when I post, go ahead and hit that bell down below. Make sure that your YouTube notifications are turned on, and I will see you all next time. Bye, lovelies.